All right, big round of applause for Lichelli. Is that right? Lichelli. Come on.
I always know it's me being called because no one can pronounce my name, so there's always this pause. So it's 1993, and I'm finishing up my first year of film school at San Francisco State University. And I've newly arrived from England, still very green, wide-eyed and excited about everything and wanting to learn everything about American culture I can. But I know enough to know that if I'm ever going to work professionally in the entertainment business, I need to get some professional experience. And that was harder said than done in San Francisco. But I did have a friend who was a camera assistant, and he hooked me up with a job as a PA on a music video. And it was for this white director who'd basically cornered the market by doing all the videos for all the rappers that were in the Bay Area at the time. So it was like MC Hammer and Digital Underground and all these kind of rather crazy guys. And I jumped at the opportunity because I was a fan of hip-hop and I'm biracial, so I was like, right, it's a great opportunity to understand and learn black culture, you know. It was just amazing for me. And so the first artist that I got to work a video for was a guy called Too Short. And I don't know if any of you know who Too Short is, but he's basically a West Coast rapper who is one of the kind of founding fathers of West Coast rap, based in Oakland, and most famous for being a pimp and hanging out with other famous pimps like Bishop Don Magic Juan, who is still celebrated at the Players' Ball with other pimps who go there with their bitches and hoes and do what bitches and hoes and pimps do. But I knew nothing because I was from a small town country town in England. And all I knew was the song that we were doing the video for was called I'm a Player. And the subject of the song was Too Short. When he was in high school, it was quite sad because he only got laid with ugly hoes. But then he made it, and then he got laid with top-notch bitches, which was yay, Too Short. But then the song kind of deviated a bit because then he said, well, actually, I got laid all the time because he was a pimp, and I guess that's what pimps do. But so my boss came up with this very interesting and quite original concept for the video, which was Too Short at a pool party with his hose and drinking 40 ounces, which seemed quite perfect at the time. The only thing that was like slightly off about it was that rather than shooting the video at a house in Oakland, where I actually thought all the pimps hang out, you know, seemed more logical, we were shooting at this town called Vacaville. And Vacaville is like 50 miles north of Oakland, off the I-80, like 30 miles south of Sacramento, kind of in the middle of nowhere. And back then it was like this new commuter town that had all these new cloned houses that they were all like pink and white stucco, you know, with swimming pools, 4 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms. I mean, basically people moved there to get away from pimps, you know, but Too Short had a house there, and so it was a free location, so, you know. So it's 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, and we're there, and I'm, you know, ready to do my job, all excited, you know. And by noon, though, we haven't shot a single, you know, film, you know, a frame of film, because there are no women there. And at a certain point, the director goes up to Too Short and says, listen, Todd, because that was actually Too Short's real name, is Todd. He said, Todd, look, we're going to have to start filming this video now, otherwise I'm not going to have enough footage to cut your video. And Too Short, very upset, almost crying, said to him, man, how the fuck am I supposed to be a pimp if I ain't got no bitches here? And then took a bunch of 40 ounces, threw them in the back of his Lexus and drove off. So I'm standing there by the director like, okay. And he basically gave me and another PA a wad of cash, sent us to the Vacaville Mall to go and find some bitches for Too Short's video. And so what Big Daddy Kane said about pimping ain't easy turned out to be quite true, because It actually took us an hour to find suitable bitches to bring back to the house. But fortunately, by the time we came back with our few girls, one of Too Short's homies had actually gone back to Oakland and brought back a few other girls. And we were able, to put them together. And then the director called Todd, and Too Short came back to the house, drunk at that point, but happy because he had hoes now. And we shot the video. And you can actually see the video for I'm a Player on YouTube. And you'll see that in order to make the concept work, what they had to do was do a split screen effect where it was like 4 frames. And because that was the only way that, Too Short's fans could be convinced that he actually was a pimp surrounded by hoes, because there are about 10 girls there. Yeah, thank you. Okay, so.